Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Club Futon. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Is everybody comfortable? All right, welcome to the world's only comedy show in a furniture store. It's now a furniture store. As you can see, we have actual sofas and love seats. And so find someone to sit in your love seat with. Everybody's got a seat. All right, so take a moment and silence your cell phones, please. You can Foursquare us, Twitter us, Facebook us, do all that stuff. But keep in mind we're live videotaping tonight. We represent North Bay and Marin County women as some of the hottest, funniest, laughingest, best-looking, greatest audience in the world. Can I hear an amen? So I don't know now if it's a church or a comedy store, but this is going to be a funny freaking show. She's pulling out all of her best stuff, all of her new stuff. This is going to go live to the whole nation. Every lesbian in the country is going to see us. And that's why I wore jeans and a Hawaiian shirt tonight. Because I want to be able to recognize myself. Because no other lesbians wear jeans and a Hawaiian shirt. All right, you know I'm kidding now. Our first comedian is Marilyn Pittman. She was one of the first out comics. She was saying that she came out right after Ellen and right before me. So I still think I was out on TV before Ellen was, but you can't always count a Futon commercial as national television. Even though I did get a few phone calls. That was back in the day, you know. People would call you up and harass you. Yeah, we see you wearing your lipstick. We know you're really gay. That's the message I got on my machine. So I called my mom back and I said, Mom. Okay, so Marilyn Pittman was one of the first out comics. And she's a GLAAD Award winner. And last year's her solo show, It's All the Rage, won the best one-woman show in New York City. Now you know how tough they are out in New York City. Okay, and she also is the host of Out in the Bay on KALW 91.7, which I have been informed is the oldest public radio station on the air. Okay, so that goes in with that. And she believes, and I do too now, that she is the gay Terry Gross. Please welcome to the stage, Marilyn Pittman. I don't know if I love you yet. I don't want to make those mistakes again. Move so fast and have the U-Haul on a second date and break up and have lesbian bed death and any number of things. Oh, don't get quiet on that. Come on now. So I'm the gay Terry Gross. I'm using my radio voice on you to start. It took me for years of doing stand-up to finally figure out that I should just walk out there and use my radio voice. Instead, I was always like kind of manic and crazy, and maybe I'm just tired and old now, so I use this voice. So, you know, I'm the gay Terry Gross, and then people say, well, isn't she gay? And I go, no, and then we're done with that moment, because, you know, I know she has lesbian haircut number 4 and stuff, but no, she's not gay. People listen to NPR? Yeah, well, I actually didn't get rich and famous as the first out lesbian comic, because nobody has. And so I wasn't either, and so I've always been in radio, and I make my living as a voice coach to NPR stations, because apparently even though they have jobs in radio, they need my help. Can you believe that? They have jobs in radio, and yet they ask me to coach them. People in commercial radio think this is a complete folly. You know, and it's because they need coaching. They think they sound conversational. How many NPR listeners? Yeah, really? Everybody listens? Yeah. Yeah. Do you listen to my show, by the way, Out in the Bay? Have anybody ever heard of it? Okay, there's a bunch of cards there on the table as you walk out tonight or during the intermission. Just get a card and follow me on Twitter, Marilyn Pittman, and follow our show, Out in the Bay. And, you know, get involved with what we're doing. We're doing some pretty interesting stuff now for 8 years. Ang Lee, John Waters, Margaret Cho, Sybil Shepherd. Oh, showed up in her hotel room with her boobs sticking out in the bathrobe. And then she started flirting with me. I was like, so I teach people at NPR how to talk because this is what I think of NPR. This is Cokie Totenberg. Here in our smooth white world, we're calm so you can be too. Even though people are more mentally ill than ever before. We're your wall of news. Anybody married here? No, we'll get to that. Anybody have road rage? Anybody have a fight with their partner on the way over here because somebody drives like an asshole? You know who you are. Nobody had a fight? Nobody had like, I wish you... Nobody had that? Sure. You need more liquor. All right. I have road rage. I go to these meetings where they hand out these special gloves that curl around the steering wheel so you can't flip anybody off. You're like, fuck off. Try to drive. I just might as well try to drive. It's probably saving my life, these gloves. Because you can't go around flipping people off anymore, can you? No, because... No, don't do it. I mean, except for maybe women and children in minivans. I mean, what are they going to do? Fuck you! Oh, children. And my friends in LA, they won't even honk their horn. They're so afraid of getting shot. That's what's going on out there. They declassified agoraphobia out of the DSM, the doctor's manual. Yeah, because they finally figured out, yeah, actually, it is scary to go outside. So thanks for being here tonight. Give yourselves a round of applause for actually showing the fuck up. It's a mad, crazy world, right? Anyway, so I have road rage. I mean, I flipped this guy off on the Golden Gate Bridge. I wasn't even looking. At the toll plaza. I just flipped him off, because I'm so an idiot. And if I was looking, I would have seen that he was driving this big black pickup truck with smoked windows and an off-road vehicle in the back. I mean, he was from not here, way up north, Oregon, East Germany, and he gets out of his truck at the toll plaza. True story. He comes over and he kicks 2 dents in my sidecar door and calls me a fat dyke. And the first thing that went through my head was, how does he know I'm fat? Can he see inside the car? Is my face fat? Because I was saying, my face gets fat. I don't lose that weight. You can call me fat. I mean, you can call me a dyke, right? Just don't call me fat, right? Really, that's the best you got, fat dyke? Really? This day and age, really? So you can't go around flipping people off. I mean, I don't know. I blame it on the pedestrians. I live in the city, and I blame it on the people in Noe Valley particularly. Anybody here ever meet anybody or live in Noe Valley? And what is... Really? What is your problem? Yes. Really? You're like zombies. You're like, oh, pedestrians have the right of way. Pedestrians have the right of way. I don't need to look because I have the right of way. That should insulate me. They're like, I'm walking here. I'm using my body to propel myself through the universe. I have a halo around me. Oh, yeah? Well, what about all the gas I'm burning waiting for your ass to cross the street, huh? How green is that, huh? Pick it up, bitch. Really? I'm burning petrol. And you're like, I'm walking. Yeah, you're really saving the planet. I'm glad I have a wife at this age. I feel so old sometimes. Anybody just so sick of the aging thing? I feel like I'm not liking the aging. I feel like I'm not doing it very well. I'm getting these headshots shot, and the photographer goes, open your eyes. And I'm like, oh my God, these are so heavy. I can hardly open. Wait. There. Oh my God, that's like a calisthenic, man. That's like, I have to really focus on pushing it up. I mean, I need that surgery for that, and then maybe I need this, and then I'm like this, and he goes, open your eyes, and we go, okay, I'm like working out here, okay, and then I look in the mirror, and I see I've got upside down mouth now. Oh, no, I hate people with upside down mouth. Look at that sour, dour, judgmental lesbian coming over. I have enough problems in the world as a dyke. Right now I'm like, and my I can't see, and I'm like, oh man, I'm like, okay. So before I walk in here, or walk into a party, or walk into a workshop I'm teaching, or whatever I do, I'm like, okay, ready? I'm good. And then I'm like this. There. Do you know how much work this takes just to get to neutral? I'm like, I have to really focus here. I'm exhausted. So I suck at aging, and I'm really glad I'm married at this point because, you know, at this age, you need, you know, it's like, honey, can you take me to the hospital? Can you pick me up at the hospital? How about next week? Honey, that's your job. You said you would, and we're together. Don't leave me. Scary. I mean, I say wife, you know, I call her wife, but we didn't get married, and we couldn't get married, and then we could get married, and it was all so confusing. I call her my wife because she's annoying. See, straight people really love that joke, just by the way. Like, if this is all straight people, they'd be like coughing and spitting. And, oh, look, they're like us. Yeah, we're just like you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh, yeah, we're just like you. Well, the sex is different. But the sex goals are the same. Get off and get off me. So... the old days when you could point and blame. Anybody remember the old days when it was so delicious and you could just go, it's you! You're an asshole! God, I miss that. You know, you're. You can't do that anymore. Now what do you have to do? You have to go, I feel you're an asshole. There, I feel better. I miss that. I miss my double standard. Man, I love that double standard. I can't have that anymore, no. I have to be, like, responsible and adult. Sucks. But I had this one girlfriend, I was, like, so tired of her. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna have an open relationship. You know, without telling her. But I'd had it. She was driving me nuts. Point and blame. Yeah. So I brought something for you tonight. That is like my... How many of you remember seeing me at Josie's back in the 90s in San Francisco? I'm still alive. Apparently that road rage hasn't killed me yet. Although it's going to eventually. I have a feeling. If I'm really in recovery about it. Really, I do go to these meetings because I hate, like, I'm not in the bicycle hating recovery group. I hate bicyclists. Anybody here bicyclists? What is your... Have you been in the city and seen the bicyclists? They're not you, okay? Okay, I hate everybody but you. Okay, no. But the bicyclists in the city, they're just insane. They're like, they have death witches. I'm like, what are they so mad? Anyway, why? You're riding a bike, it's pretty. You know what, because you can't afford a car? What? Pedestrians have the right of way. Really? Big, shiny metal object coming at you in 3, 2, 1. I mean, if I hit somebody, my life's going to suck. Okay, they'll be dead. But my life's going to suck. So... All right, back to sex. I see where we're going. I see where we're that. Road rage, not, okay. NPR, okay. Really, get back to that sex thing. All right. I did bring you something. I did, brought you a book. It's a kind of a signature piece of mine from the 90s at Josie's in San Francisco in the Castro District. And I brought it, and here it goes. This book is called The Joy of Lesbian Sex. How many of you here, raise your hand, remember this book? Uh-huh. Yeah, it was written in 1977, rather poorly, by Emily Sisley and Bertha Harris. Are they here? Because here's my thing. I think that they took acid to write the book. It was 1977. No, listen to this. I'm not changed any of this. This is what it says. It says, lesbianism in the popular imagination has been a phenomenon somewhat like China. Like China, there has been a great wall around the lesbian. What? The great vaginal wall of China. What the? And then everything is put into category alphabetically, and they have one called Big Toe. Really? Some women, however, prefer to masturbate with a hand, like give me a hand with that, you know, or a dildo while they are toe fucking their partner. Or simply wait for their turn. Am I still wet? In more restaurants than would care to be mentioned, toe fucking is an unannounced item on the menu. I have not been to these restaurants. I mean, can you imagine? Yeah, I'll have the number 47 toe fucking. Oh, toe fucking, very fresh. Toe fucking is a means also of making love simultaneously to two women. Who will most likely be further stimulating each other as your feet perform. Eyes, Keep going with me. Lesbian eyes seduce with a direct, unflinching gaze. That alone can bring their object to a limp-kneed state of sexual arousal. Lesbian eyes cruise. Well, that's my fag face. I don't know why I do that. They can get... What are the bisexuals do? They can give a stranger's body an instant's worth of intimacy, as effective for some as a night's worth of lovemaking. Well, I don't know. Was this the way she looked at me? I felt fucked. And then, here's where the acid is really peaking. They're ripped to their tits here. They are. Listen to this. If she is old and you are much younger, you can name in your lovemaking all the things that are cherished only when they are old. Lace, wine, mahogany, oak trees, antique jewelry, the yellowing pages of ancient books. Like, mahogany. Oh, you fine port. If she is old and you are much younger, tell her at the start that you're good and old. Don't let her say things like, but you look so young, as if they were compliments. Choose an environment with as many beautiful old things as you can. Let her experience you as old. Remember, she may well have loved her grandmother best of all women once. Come here, honey, let me gum ya. All right, we're almost done. All right, ready? Vulva. That is gross. All of your external genitals are called a vulva by people friendly to it. How do you do there, you little vulva? Hi. Hi, you want to go out for some coffee and have a chat? What's that? Is that your clit, huh? And finally, the nose. The nose. You can use your nose as far as you can to reach into her bush. Pressing particularly hard at the base of the clitoris. Ow! Such pressure cannot be constant, of course, since you have to breathe. That's my set. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Poppy. Thank you, Mary.
All right, let's hear it again. That was funny.